So guys, for this style, the first thing we're going to be doing is to determine how long we want our plates to be. So for this, if you look at the style, you see that the plate is very long. It's longer than the previous ones I've done over the months. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to divide my length into two. So my length is 22 inches, so I'll be dividing that into two, which will give me 11 inches. But if you just divide into two, let me show you guys. So this is 22 inches. The division, the center divided by 2 is 11 inches, so you can see it's not going to work. So what I'm going to be doing is to take out 2 inches and add to the other part. So I'll be cutting out my fillet at 9 inches, so that should be enough, long enough for this. So this is 9 inches, and then this is the remaining part of this measurement. So I'll be using 9 inches for this. So this style is for a 2 to 3 year old. But when you look at it, you see what we are working with. That's why I am using this 9 inches. Then I'll add extra 1.5 inches to join this plate to the upper bodies and also to hem it. So I'll be adding 1.5 inches stitching allowance to point. So I'll go ahead and cut. So guys, the next thing we are going to be doing is to cut out our bodies. So for what we are going to be folding here is bust measurement divided by 4, sorry, plus your stitching allowance, and then plus 2.5 inches to 3 inches. So that's what you're going to be folding here. So I'll measure mine and know if it's enough for me. If not, I'll keep refolding till I get whatever I have. So guys, this is what we have at this point. So we're going to go ahead and start inserting our measurements. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to mark a starting point for this style, and also we are going to be using this starting point to attach our shoulder stitching allowance. So remember we took out 9 inches for the plating part, so I'll place that 9 inches on the line that we just marked, and then I'll go ahead and take the full length of this gown. Remember I said we are working with 22 inches, so I'll mark the 22 inches, and then I'll add ½ inch that we are going to use to attach the plate side of this gown. Then I'll go ahead and connect this line straight up. Just hope you guys can see the line, because I don't know what's wrong with this chalk today. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to mark our shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 4 inches, and then I'll add ½ inch stitching allowance to it, which is 4.5 inches. Then I'm going to go down by my shoulder divided by 2 as well, plus about 0.75 for my bust point. Then at that point I'll add my bust measurement divided by 4. I'll add my stitching allowance. So this stitching allowance includes my ease allowance, so I'm adding 1.25 to it. I'll go ahead at this point to curve in my armhole. I don't know if you guys can see what you are doing. If the chalk is visible, just listen to what you are saying, you'll get it. So I'll measure whatever I have here. I have 6.75. I'll transfer it to this place, and then I'll add extra 2.5 inches to it, and then I'll go ahead and connect this bust point to that. Then for the neckline, for the neck width, I'm doing 2 inches, and then for the neck depth, so this is for the front neckline, I'll do 2 inches as well. So this is for the front neckline. And then for my shoulder slope, I'm going down by ½ inch, and then at this point I'll go ahead and add ½ inch stitching allowance for the shoulder part, and then I'll bring up the neckline. I just hope you guys can see and understand what you are doing. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. So guys, this is what we have at this point. So I've cut out my back bodies as well. I use the same pattern to cut out the back bodies. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to pick up the back pattern. I'll make sure I arrange every piece well, every part of it well, especially the neckline. Once I arrange this, I'm done arranging this, we're going to go ahead and open up the back neckline, because this is going to have a button. So I'll go ahead and open it from the center back. So this is what we have at this point. Okay guys, for the sleeve, I'll be cutting the 2 sleeves together. So I folded my fabric into 2. So I folded over the first time and then the second time this way. So whatever you're going to be folding should be your sleeve measurement plus sleeve measurement divided by 2 plus about 3 inches. So that's what I folded here. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to take my sleeve length. My sleeve length, I'm doing 10 inches. Then I'm adding 1.5 stitching allowance to it. So 1.1 inch to hem this, and then half inch to attach this to the the gown. Then from there, and from that line, I'm coming down by 3 inches, or let's do 2.75 inches. Then I'm going to go ahead and connect the armhole cuff. So I'm going to be using my free hand to do this for the purpose of those that don't have a ruler. So you just come in by about 1.5 inches from here, and then you're going to go ahead and draw just like you want to write a long S. So by the time you are done with it, when you look at it, it will look like as if you wrote a long S. So this is it. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. So we are not going to shape this side because it's going to have an elastic band here. So that's the reason we are not shaping that. So this is what we have for our sleeve. So the first thing I'm going to do for this sleeve is to hem it. So you fold over by half inch, or you fold over and then fold over again by half an inch, or you can just serge it and fold over by half inch, or you can just serge it with an outer serging machine and then leave it like that. Then for the bodies, I'm going to be serging the neckline separately. I wanted to do it together. That's join the shoulder and then serge it, but and then pipe it, but I decided to do it separately. It's easier that way. So guys, I went ahead to cut out a fabric of about 1.25 inches. Then the length is as long as your neckline or more than your neckline, just to be on the safer side. So I'll place this at the front side of these bodies. I'll place it this way. I'll go ahead and stitch down by half of an inch all the way from the beginning of the neckline, from here all the way to the end. So you're going to be stitching and moving your fabric, the piece that you cut out, all the way to the end. Once you're done, you make notches around the neckline, and then you turn it to the wrong side, fold in by half of an inch, and then fold over again, and then stitch it down. I've done this a lot of times, so I believe this should be an easy peasy for you. And then for the neckline, for the back neckline, you're going to repeat the same process, but this time you're going to stitch from here to here, then take it downward to the buttonhole that we created, or the opening that we created, all the way to this place, and then all the way to this place. And while you are piping the neckline, the back neckline, don't forget to add your button allowance, or your buttonhole, whatever you want to use to create your buttonhole, either with your fabric or with anything. So this is what I'm going to be using for my buttonhole. I don't know if you guys can see. So it's that cord we use, some people use for their corsets, back of their corset. So I just cut out a piece of it. So I'll place it inward inward this way, and then pipe. By the time I'm done piping this, it should look something like this. It should be like this by the time I'm done piping, because you're going to push this inward by the time you want to stitch the other side. I hope you understand this. So guys, this is the sleeve. So I've already went ahead to serge it. So I'll open it up to the wrong side, and I'll pick up my elastic band. I'll be using this elastic band for it. So I'll place my elastic band about 1 inch to 1.5 inches away from the hemline. I'll make my first stitch, and then I'll stretch it out this way, and I'll stitch on top of the elastic. So you're going to stretch out as you stitch on top of the elastic of the excess. I'll do the same thing for this other side. And then for the bodies, you can see I'm done attaching this is the buttonhole, hole. I hope you guys can see it. So this is what we have at this point. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to do front facing front, and then I'll go ahead and stitch down on the 2 shoulders and then attach my sleeve. Okay guys, so this is the stage we are now. I've already stitched down the 2 shoulders and also attached my sleeve, as I said earlier, and then I went ahead to stitch down one side of this gown, so remaining this side. So I'm just going to open it up to attach the plating on this from this side. So I'll bring in my fabric. At this point, you're going to go ahead and do front facing front. That's front of the gown facing the front of this one. So I'll open it up. I'll place it this way. The first thing I'm going to be stitching down is my seam allowance. So I'll first of all stitch down my seam allowance. Once I stitch that down, I'll start making plaits. So I'll start making plaits. So I like to make, so I'll start making plaits. So I'll fold in, because this is for a child or a younger child, I'll be making 1 inch to 1.5 inches plates. So it's either I make 1 or I make 1.5. So I'll make sure I'll make a uniform plate. So I'll keep plating this. So the first one you do this way should be close to your stitching line, but let it not get to your stitching line. Then the second one, let me pin this down. Then the second plate you're going to fold in the same way, facing the same way. So when this one goes in, it should be like this starting point of this one. The end point should touch this end point, so you push it inward. You should not exceed it. So you can see it's at the end point of this. I hope you can see it. So that's where you should start from. The second one that you pushed in should start from. Then you continue with whatever you're doing, pushing until you get to the end of the gown. There is something I forgot to do on this style, which is that line at the center front. I don't know how I missed this. So what I'm going to be doing is to arrange this. So this center piece, I'll make sure I arrange it very well. And once I get the center, I'm going to go ahead and stitch down that very tiny, just close to the edge of this close. I'll stitch it down all the way from the beginning to the end. Nothing significant, just small, very small, so that you don't alter your measurement. I went ahead to cut out the fabric. So the length is 11 inches and then the width is 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead, fold over this way, fold over at two sides, and then fold over at the middle. Then I'll go ahead and stitch it down all the way to the end. Once I get here, I'll fold it inward before I stitch down the other one. So I have 3 of it. I have 3 of it that we're going to be using to create that bow at the front.